What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to today's video. We're heading inside right now because we're gonna go perform our first ever snake surgery. I guess you could say that, so stay tuned for that. But first, before we get started, a couple announcements. One, shout out to the fitness company called Tough Wraps. They just recently sponsored Kristen and sent me this. I love this shirt. It's a skull with the red, white, and blue on it. So shout out to Tough Wraps. Thank you guys. If anybody wants to shop there for any weightlifting equipment, wraps and knee sleeves, apparel, anything along those lines, you can go there and use Kristen's code. It's Graham10. Also, the SF Beard Company, our beard company. If you need any beard care products, if you have a beard, your dad has a beard, maybe your mom has a beard, who knows? We're gonna be running a Father's Day sale, so get on there. The code for that, it's DAD20. DAD20 for 20% off on the Beard Company page, sfbeard.com. Get yourself some beard oil, beard balm, beard wash, some shirts, anything along those lines. We have tons of stuff on the website, so go check us out, support the channel. So let's get inside and see what we've got going on.
I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
So we recently had a clutch of eggs that hatched, and they were all pieds. However, one of the snakes, and this is the first time that I've ever had this happen in 3 years, one of the snake eggs pipped, and then we cut it, and the snake still had a huge yolk sac that never got absorbed into their belly. So we left it there to give it time to absorb, and it sat there for about 5 days. All of the other snakes have come out of the eggs, and they've all been cleaned up, and they're put into a bin. This one still hasn't come out of the egg, and his yolk sac is pretty big and he's not absorbing it. So the yolk sac doesn't look too good. It also smells horrendous as of last night. So I'm like, this thing is definitely going bad. It's not absorbing it. So what we're gonna do is put a tourniquet on the piece of the yolk sac that attaches to the belly, and then we're gonna cut the rest of it off and see how it goes. This is my first time doing this, so we'll see how it goes. I don't have any promises. This video could turn out to be graphic and end horribly, or it could go well. So we won't know. We might not even know today how this ends up, but we're gonna do our best to save this little snake and see what we can do from here. So let's go check the snake out. Okay, so here's our baby. So we're gonna take it out of the egg and we're gonna do our best to tie off this yolk sac and see if we can cut it and get him free from there. So let's see how we can do this. Let me take him out of here and put him on this. Well, just like that, and it broke off.
Is that okay?
Well, it actually broke off on it before I even really put much pressure, but the good thing is it's not bleeding. Also, this part is like black, and as I was pulling it tight, it wouldn't turn white, so it means the blood wouldn't push out of there. So he broke off. You can see there's a little bit of...
Now he's going to the bathroom.
He's going potty. So you can see it broke off. There's no bleeding. That should dry up. So that's good.
You got scared.
That's a big sack.
That's what she said. Alright, so we got him cleaned up and soaking. Looks okay, he's a little slow. I don't know if I would say he looks weak just yet, but we'll see how he does. He should go through a shed cycle soon, and then we'll see how he does with feeding. We'll take him down, put him with the others. Okay, so let's recap what happened. So we had a snake that was stuck in the egg. It was stuck to a yolk sac. The yolk sac was really big. What our intention was to tie, so in case anybody else has this situation, is to tie the rubber band around the yolk sac, or right around the part that comes out of the belly button. What you want to do is tie it tight enough that you'll see on both sides of the rubber band is usually the blood flow will push towards the snake and towards the yolk sac, so you'll see where the rubber band's connected will turn white. Once you leave that on there and you see that it's white and none of the red and the blood flow is going towards the rubber band again, you know you cut off the circulation. Then what you could do is take a pair of scissors, make sure they're clean, and cut the yolk sac off, and then leave the rubber band on there as a tourniquet. And then that snake will slither around, and eventually that part will dry up and fall off, and as will the rubber band. The snake's not going to absorb the rubber band into its body, so you don't have to worry about that. So once we put a little bit of pressure on it and started to pull the snake away from the yolk sac a little bit, you could see that it was like a dark reddish blood clotted look. And once we put a little pressure, it literally just severed and came apart. So, and it didn't bleed at all coming out of the snake. So there was some kind of clog or something in the yolk sac, so none of that was even getting to the snake. So that was the issue. So we'll see what happens. The snake obviously is a little bit smaller and didn't get all the nutrients in. So once it sheds, we'll start to offer it food. If we have to, we'll assist feed it. Or if like worst case scenario, we'll force feed it. But I'm hoping that it'll just start thriving like the rest of them. So that's it. That's the first time we've ever had a snake not absorb a yolk sac. But so far the snake does look good. All the brothers and sisters, they're all visual pieds except two. We have two that are 100% pieds. All the snakes in that clutch, and we'll do a review of that entire clutch. They're all going to be possible het albinos as well. So I'm excited about that clutch. First clutch of the season, so stay tuned for other videos, and we'll do updates on that snake particularly, so that way you can see how he's doing along the way, he or she. So stay tuned, and that's it for today's video. Short video. I thought it was going to be longer, maybe more interesting, but I think it worked out so far for the better. So subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification so you can see when we upload another video, and you can see the update on this snake. So, and if you're looking for pieds, we have a couple more pied clutches coming. So stay tuned. I will catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out, everybody.